Kinder, right? Oh, that's a good place to start, right? Now, we're not going to watch the full thing because it's 20 minutes. But she did a bit of a promotion thing on MTV. And look, Varada Sethu, again, big terror supporter. can't, that was expected. Very easy on the eye, right? Very easy on the eye. Check this out.
It's a brown girl who's leading.
I want to be told that you're hot.
Oh my gosh, so real.
Okay. I can't remember who it is. There's a bloke who got really upset because I said I put a highly sexualized Varada Sethu on my thumbnail. I mean, it says who clearly enjoys being considered hot, right? Clearly considers being hot, likes being considered hot.
Sometimes you got to use it.
Sometimes you got to do it. Reparations.
Agreed.
Yeah, no reparations. Aiming in.
Okay, Varada, for anyone who might not know you, tell us a bit about yourself.
I am of Kerala heritage. I was born and raised in Kerala.
I know where Kerala is, baby. But just know you're easy in the eye. I mean, she is very, very hot.
Until I was 6, so not actually raised that long. Okay. We settled in Durham and then Newcastle. I'm an actor. This is where I've landed.
Let's take it back to the start first. So, Kerala, when...
Yeah, identity. Oh, stop with identity.
So I specifically like racism, I didn't experience that when I was little. But then it's kind of as you get older, you get the sense that like, oh, I'm not seen as the same.
Right.
And yeah, no, you're unique and individual. It's different being black as it is being white. Nobody denies there are differences, right? Mr. Matt was an animated this. Really? If that's what you want, I'll try and work that out. I just try to work out how we can possibly sexualize her. They always covered her from head to toe. I know. We'll have to work like that. Looks like a uni studio, right? What are you talking about? I forgot already.
Also, I'm also being told.
Oh, yeah. Fine. Yeah, I didn't experience racism, but I'm told it's everywhere, right? So it must be. I just don't see it. No one doesn't like you because your skin color. People might not like you because you're a cunt, but that's because you're a cunt. I don't know if you're a cunt, but like, don't be a cunt, and then don't go, oh, they're racist. No. And again, who's telling you this? Like, there was nobody mad that there was a black woman in Star Wars. What they were mad about is she was a shit character that took over the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, right? Which we wanted about Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi, and Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi as a secondary character, a shit woman whose sole characteristic was a black woman, right? That was it. That was her entire character. There was nothing going on with her whatsoever, right? Oh, man. But no, again, that was because of people complain because of bad writing, not because of skin color.
Like my parents,
Fine.
to not see them as the same.
Right.
And I think there's a period where you other yourself.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're like, no, actually, it's the rebellious side. I want to move away from my Indian heritage. And then you do everything you can to suppress that side. And
but the thing is, it's fine that you're different. Nobody's a problem with you being different, right? It's like, especially if there's especially if you're in a society where there isn't tons of racism. Who was it just pointed out? Said quite correctly. There is racism in Britain only against the English. That's so true. I 100%. I believe that to be the case, right? There doesn't need to be racism anywhere. Dr. Alex is there. You do, Dr. Alex. Thank you for joining us.
100%.
no, that's not me. I'm so British.
Let's see what else you do.
Should be said.
Let's talk about your career. You are doing so fantastically, but I want to take it back.
Honestly, she is doing well, and she deserves to do well. I think she was 100% the best thing in the season of Doctor Who, and and she was actually pretty good in Andor as well. She's got a good range in her. She has good acting ability. I'll say Millie Gibson, right? They're able to convince me that they were the people they were pretending to be, right?
Back to the start. What was it like, pursuing acting in your household? Were your parents supportive, a bit skeptical?
Blah, 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 blah.
Amazing, you want this, now you go get it. Almost like, did they put any typical South Asian mentality, values, lessons?
Oh, so anything about, not about...
I can't imagine what it's like being you.
Yeah, it's incredible. It feels like everything, like all of the sacrifices or all the stress or all the challenges that I've had to work through are all worth it.
Yeah, because it worked out for you. Holy crap, really, darling?
They were all worth it.
What about Caroline Ford?
The first ever companion. And it was set up in this way that's like the first ever companion talking to the most recent one. And as I was having this conversation with her, like the history of 60 years just came crashing down on me.
Wow.
And the gravity.
And then the week later, I was fired. And completely gone from... completely gone from the history of Doctor Who. Archicon says, modern Britain is rife with racism, sexism, and sexual orientations and classism, especially against white, straight, working class men. Exactly. That's really the people under attack.
Of
what you were going to embark
being,
on. Yeah.
But that I had been part of, because you could, to a certain extent, push it to the back of your mind that you're part of this. But like in that moment, talking to the person that did it for the first time, that for me was like it.
What's going on now?
Did you see the reaction to the final episode from the fans?
Yeah. I did.
Everybody hated it. It was the end of Doctor Who forever. Right, not forever, I think, but for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Act your way out of this one, darling.
Thoughts? I'm going to leave this with you now.
I feel like the majority, it was just, again, so much love.
So much love.
We all hated it. She must be lying. We all hated it, darling. Like, en masse, uniform, everybody hated it.
So much love.
No, there wasn't. No. The shooting era is already forgotten.
Reactions that always make me laugh. Well, it's a bit unfair because I think the writing was beautiful. I think it was tied up in a way that was perfect.
No, it wasn't. They just changed your character completely. It was just a complete disrespect to the character you created.
I cannot think of a better way of completing that circle. But it's...
how about in a way that didn't destroy Doctor Who? I don't know. You decide, darling. You decide.
Always like, oh, I can't believe I won't get to see Belinda. Like, it's a frustration that comes from people loving Belinda so
100%.
much that they're like, I can't believe I don't get more.
But you were happy. You were really happy with that final episode.
Yeah, I mean...
Because you must be the fucking only person, darling. Everybody else hated it.
It was so beautifully tied up.
I don't know if we're allowed to have an inside scoop here, but is it all wrapped with Doctor Who? Will we ever see you again on screen?
No, never. It's over. They cancelled the show.
There.
I would love to go back if they'll have me back, but it's all wrapped up for now.
Okay.
But the doors, I mean, I don't know.
Door's not open. It's totally closed. Totally closed. It's done forever. Thank God, Lou Ferrigno's not dead. Thank you, Dr. Alex. That was, we were worried.
What Russell left it as was the door's always open.
I like the food sections in the middle.
I want to throw it back way earlier to near the start of your career. Because random side quest, you won Miss Newcastle?
Yeah.
And you were...
I can understand, right? She's bloody hot. Anything else? That's it.
He's just so iconic. Was that... Do you, have a moment where you saw that Bridgeton post and you were like... Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was the first time that I...
Okay, very, very good. Not really. Not really. I mean, again, and God bless you. God bless you, Varada. I mean, you gave it all you had and did do a bad job considering. I mean, honestly, if you could cut down on the anti-Semitism, I would like it. Just me for you, miss me. But you do you. Anyway, I don't think there's going to be anybody who remembers. I can't remember Belinda. Let's keep thinking. Is the name Yaz? In how many years? In 40, 50 years? I don't think anybody's ever going to remember you ever being part of Doctor Who. Now, the same can't be said of Sarah Jane Smith, Liz Sladen, and Harry Sullivan. So Big Finish have brought them back in a 1980s set series. And frankly, it looks shite to me. I'm not investing in this one. But they put this trailer out, and it just doesn't do the trick, I'm afraid. Just doesn't do the trick. I mean, nice idea. It's like a VHS case. Yeah, again, this show is like very early 80s, it feels, right? It doesn't, it's a bit too much. There's about people who clearly were not in the era, right? Surrounded by people who were in the era. She's not going to get a figure until 5 years, so she's not going to figure at all. And you 3D print it. If you don't know, in London in the 80s and 90s, if you went to a public telephone box in London, central London, it was full of prostitute cars. I used to love them. Right? They always fascinated me. I don't think they're going to have any in this trailer, but that's what you'll find in these phone boxes. That's Sadie Miller, or is that Liz Sladen? That's Liz Sladen, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not Chris. So I don't like them doing that. Right? I'd rather them cosplay them as a character. And they really did excellent cosplay with Liz Sladen, with Sadie Miller recently. And they here, one second. So I can find it. Sadie Miller, Doctor Who cosplay. And then the stuff here was really impressive because it was hard to tell that it wasn't Sarah Jane. Where are they? Sadie Miller. No. Yeah, but they just had it on the other page. Hang on. Radio Times. Yeah, I remember that here. It was in the Radio Times. Share screen. Doink. Yeah, that's Sadie Miller. That's not Liz Sladen. And I like that. I mean, they should have gone for something like that. But here, any more pictures? Oh, wow, it's on Instagram. Hang on. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think they could credibly cosplay her as a Doctor. But here, how do we get to her? There we go back to, again, yeah. Right? Yeah, that works. Oh, can you stop everything being about drag all the time? Yeah, that works. So I think that's the way they should have gone with this cover, which was I don't think it's wrong having her, like literally having Liz Sladen, right, rather than having I like the way they did with Tim Treloar originally, where they like had the Third Doctor in silhouette. That was nice, right? Yeah, I can't find it. Fine. Back to this. I mean, putting in that Badland in it as well as also, I like great actress, but like, man, she's in enough, right? Porn cars, well, basically. This thing just, like everything I've seen about it makes me not want to go anywhere near it at all, right? It just really, I don't think I would want to see it if it was on TV. I expect they really care about the product. I'd like to know if the rabbis being paid for doing their work. They should try harder. They really try. I don't know, but I am in the near future going to do Big Finish over the last 10 years because I think that's really worth going over because they've been shit. Like I got 2 releases right now, and I'm struggling to get through them. Yeah, not so much, mate. Not so much. I don't know. It just seems like a bad idea to me, right? Generally speaking, it just seems like a bad idea to me. Much like currently a Doctor Who. Doink. So yeah, let's look at this nonsense as they try and spin this absolute and complete crushing failure into any form of, and it was an absolute and complete crushing failure. Oh, from start, and it's not to say it was devoid of merit. That's not true at all. Right, I think the design work was excellent. I think the special effects. Look, season 2, Queer Doctor Who season 2 was qualitatively better than season 1 in pretty much every way. Right, it was still shit. Right, but it was better than season 1. It's still nothing like Doctor Who, and hated the average viewer. Right. But it wasn't Doctor Who. But still, I like the design work on the robots. I thought, I think Varada's great. I really do. I think she's very good as a companion. Now that that's all settled, and the events of the 15th Doctor's second series, Michael Smith, whoever that is, takes a look back at the first 3 episodes. But listen, he must have writing ability like Shakespeare if he's going to be like say, "Oh, this wasn't shit." Because again, it really failed, right? In so many ways, it really failed, and it even failed to answer the paradox it set up in episode 1. What's this called? I can't remember what it was called. What's this episode? Robot Revolution, right? Quite properly, our new queen, Miss Belinda Chandra. I've lost my space. Is at the heart of this episode, as well, not really. As soon as she's introduced, she's given us a certificate that says her star has been named after, owing to the vagaries of a time fracture and a sort of swoop. This paradox results in the planet Miss Belinda Chandra 1, home to Miss Belinda Chandra kind, ruled by Miss Belinda Chandra robots. Now she's compelled to marry the great AI generator. Okay. And again, lots of existential angst that AI is going to replace it. Yes, AI is going to replace you. You know why? Because you're shit. And that's that's why you fail, because this was shit. There's a cheeky quality to all this when ill-fated people representative Sasha 55 welcomes Belinda and tells her that the robots are unleashing Miss Belinda Chandra bombs on the rebels rioting in the North Zone. There's a concretized sounds of screams in the distance. It's sort of funny. In short, this is a funny episode that kicks things off with the promise of more sober further down the line. Yeah, again, but if you could have got rid of the relentlessly annoying Shooty Gatler as a Doctor, right, and B, the hatred of white men, right, which this is full of, this might have been a fun little story, but there still really wasn't enough substance to it at all, right? I mean, like, I believe, look, Doctor Who, I feel, are morality tales. The morality tale here is don't be an evil white person, because white people are evil. Right? Yeah, no, I'm not really following you on I don't share that morality. Right? I find that racist. Unleashing this one, and also enjoy a funny episode that kick things off with the promise of something more sober down the line. The casual sequence of events, the exact path the certificate would take to be in 2 places at once, facilitating the source, but never explained, right? Never resolved. And the details of who told the doctor to find Belinda in the first place, I forgot about that. But a moot point for now. The idea is to reestablish the basics for any new viewer. They meet a companion. They reveal quite how outlandish Doctor Who can be. And again, I like Doctor Who being outlandish. Like, I've been watching a lot of classic recently, and it is each story is a bizarre, self-contained world in of itself, and just lots of really weird, bonkers sci-fi stories, right? And they are. I mean, like Visitation. I mean, that's a weird, bonkers sci-fi story. You know, which I like a lot. The silent production with the red and green ambience of this world is epitomized by the little robot Hoover that whizzes around announcing polish, polish. Well, it's kind of like that with the robot from Waters of Mars, a vastly superior Waters of Mars. It's as if it's totally unashamed introduction as a plot device earned from the beautiful how beautiful it looks. Like a foot in the 1950s vacuum cleaner retooled as a miniature. Yeah, no, it looked good, right? Likewise, the villain's base, who is revealed to be behind the cover card of the AI generator, is just the right combination of body horror and retro chic. Look good, but like again, it was like white men are bad, incel bad. Fuck you. Oh. Yeah, that's the other thing. The takeaway I got from the super cringe episode of South Park was, how much they don't understand who people aren't like them are like. All right, it's so bizarre. Like, again, that Russell Davies feels this is a relevant commentary on the world rather than an expression of his own existential angst. Is shows you in itself how great his existential angst is. That is Starlight's featuring. I mean, I've always been one of the reasons I like listening to Dan's channel because he has a broad spectrum of opinions, and I like opinions that don't match my own. Right? That's I'm always fascinated to hear another. I like Luke. God bless him. Right? I really do. I like Hooligans. I think he's getting success. He deserves success. But his opinions just like blow my mind. Like, how does he think that? Lucky Day was good. Or like how any of this work, I don't know. I mean, I like shit as well for nostalgic reasons, but I don't know. I just don't feel that Monkey is really shit in the same way that Orphan 55 is shit. Right? I don't know. I should understand it. The fact that this stylized futurist dystopia is a work of someone called Alan, a fine name, don't write in. Perhaps not we immediately associate with supervillains. Additionally, the sense that we're meant to have fun with this. Okay, sure, the danger of letting technology run our lives and the poison squad is a toxic masculinity. There is no toxic fucking masculinity. There's toxic femininity. That's like for goodness sake. No, being a normal human male isn't toxic. Hey, toxic masculinity. Are timely things? No, they're not. I'm sorry. They're timely things that you're fucking insane. And think there's Nazis coming out the woodwork because the things didn't work out the way you wanted, and everybody's a Nazi. Oh, me. No, don't deport illegal. I'll give them $100, $1,000 hotel rooms. Oh, they need our help. We're so terrible. But we shouldn't let them get in the way of overwhelming the possibilities of traveling with the Doctor. They did overwhelm it, I'm afraid. Robert Revolution brings the Doctor in a comforting way. Not really. Again, better than Space Babies. However, heighten the reality of the episode. It feels like it could have it feels like part of this world has gone before. The robots could easily have been a hybrid from technology from dinosaurs on the spaceship. The emoji bots is spark. Yeah, it's boring. Macho Manny is a type busy putting in well to right. I don't even remember Macho Manny. It was like Pex from Paradise Tales. I can't remember. I have no idea what they're talking about. The climax where the Doctor runs in slow motion slave Linda from a full sort of. Do you remember any of this? I don't. It was reminiscent of the Time Monster. Yes, it's reheated leftovers. Yes, that's exactly what this is. Reheated leftovers. All right. Like in search of a story. Last season, I think new and distinct from week to week, but this episode promised more of the same. From the exuberance we see here to the absolute terror, all under the watchful eye of Mrs. Flood, who it turns out is a platonic ideal of a next door neighbor. What? Okay, if there's one thing that's going to be the ruffle feathers, it's not going to be the tone of the episode. It's the cat. Oh yeah, it's horrible. Never mind Sasha 55 and the countless victims of the robot revolution, which the Doctor killed because he's useless. There's a poor creature, not even given a name, presumably because that would have made it seem even crueler. Even crueler still. If you want people to know what you're dealing with, the most monstrous and irredeemable evil, that's the way to do it. I guess it just seemed like a bad idea. Oh, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. I look, good for you. What's his name again? Who wrote this? Michael Smith. Like you actually leaned into massive negatives, right? And tried to spin as positives, but man, yet none of this was true, right? So Varada, how do you think the season finale went? Everyone hated it. Everyone hated it. They built effigies of me and burned it. Everybody had fine. Oh, we think it went well. No. Oh, now the dust has settled. Yeah, dust is a 6 feet fucking under. That's how far the dust has fucking settled. Oh, again, it's telling that I don't remember a damn thing from that episode. I think Comic-Con's next week as well. There is no war between the land and the sea promotion going on. My guess is this. I think they want to dump it and forget it, and they want to try and promote it as if it had nothing to do with Doctor Who. Right? And that's what they would do if they had any sense. They want to promote it as if it had nothing to do with Doctor Who. I mean, why would you want to tie something to such a titanic failure? Right? There we go. So here, BBC Studios really committed to Doctor Who. Disney is a crucial part. Let me see if we can find. Yeah, it's over here. Hang on, I just have to. BBC statement on Doctor Who in the 1990s. Languishing in the backwaters of audience appreciation of audience. Yeah, so that quote comes up. Doctor Who rubbish in the 80s. Actually, I don't think it was. That's right. What was the just about everything on there. What was the BBC statement about the future of Doctor Who in the 1990s? That included something like languishing in the backward audience appreciation. Now, if you don't have that, we'll try that with Grok and see how that goes. Okay, doing. Let's see what it has to say for itself. What happened to the AI? They used to have it. X.com. Grok. Grok will work it out. Searching. However, the closer reference comes from the 1988 BBC television audience report uncovered a letter in the BBC archives. This discussed from sources in 28 analysed responses to Sylvester McCoy's first season as the Doctor. It noted that the audience appreciation averaged a low 60 compared to 69. Man, but yeah, look, it was shit though. It was shit. The phrase you mentioned might be a paraphrase misremembered of the sentiment, possibly from a later commentary on fan discussion on the BBC quote. I was like, BBC didn't issue a formal public statement. Episode featured until 1906, which was an attempt to revive it, but failed as to secure a new series. The BBC's focus in the 1990s was on exploring revival options like a TV movie we began. Okay, fine. In the night, it's just we'll just go for that then. Yeah, we'll do here. What was the BBC's public relations statement about the future of Doctor Who in 1989? Let's see if we come up with that. However, sending around the conversation, blah, 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 hiatus, decisions, blah, 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 blah. Okay, forget the language in the back orders. That's why I said. That was in 89, a statement. When was it? Resting. If you want a specific quote from a documentary interview, it might stem from the later reflection of 1988 rather than 1980. Could you clarify? I can't really. I can't find it. Anyway, we all remember it because they drilled it into us. Like we're just looking for the right people to bring back Doctor Who as a revitalized new thing, whatever. So this is more of the same corporate bullshit, right? And this is so corporate bullshit. BBC studio CEO Tom Fassel addresses the studio's commitment to Doctor Who and how important Disney have been to it as a production partner. It's so important they can't make it without a streaming partner. At least the way they want to make it, and the way they want to make it is stupid. Why? Because the BBC is stupid. Right, the BBC. I mean, as well as being pedos and perverts and whatever, they're just stupid, right? One of them to wonder if the low-level stuff about Doctor Who is them trying to keep it relevant after it just disappeared. I mean, like it was literally just on, right? They just destroyed it, right? Grant wants to reanimate Hitler. Well, that was the thing. Like what, a couple of weeks ago, what it was trying to do is rebalance the AI so it wouldn't always be anti-Trump, essentially, and it went super Hitler, right? It was really weird. Yeah, you want to keep Rusty Davis on a tight leash. Well, I think Rusty Davis quite likes that too. Although, nothing to do with making Doctor Who. Wouldn't it be nice if we could be spending our time debating what Billy Piper possibly could be being the 16th Doctor could mean? It's not, because it's bullshit. For fuck's sake, mate, we've all seen through the bullshit. You can't keep spinning the same shit to us. We know you're lying. Like, really? Really? Stop saying it's far-right people protesting their children being raped. Right? It's not far-right to protest your children being raped. And at least if it is, that's a weird state of affairs that we're at. Like, if you're left wing, oh, yeah, listen. You've had a rough time, refugees. Please rape my children. Like, okay. Oh, yeah, no, it's not all hunky-dory. You have fucked up beyond fucked up. Everything you thought was good was bad. And it's not like there wasn't anybody screaming this at you for years and fucking years. That it lasted this long, I think, is amazing, right? Quite frankly. Spending our time debating, blah, 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 blah. Alas, that's not the case. With what's going on behind the scenes of Doctor Who making headlines, when will the show return? No one knows. Will Disney still be a production partner? No. Will Rusty Davis remain showrunner? Probably not. Do we know the whole story behind Shooting Cat was exit after only season? He was shit, and everybody hated him, right? And it was a nightmare on set. Other than that, fuck it, he was a great pick. Oh, and he couldn't act. And he's a 1-minute wonder, and by 2030, No one's going to fucking remember him at all. They're like, Shooty Gatwa? What? Who was that? Right? No one's going to remember him at all. It's latest TV production, publication of the annual report, BBC Studios CEO Tom Fossell made it clear they'd really committed to Doctor Who and continuing. Again, this is the same thing with the Late Show. Why was that? Why did they make that after it kept on failing? Because it made a political statement, right? And you know, while you at the BBC don't worry about money, Disney apparently do, and Disney Plus is fucked in the ass. Disney Plus is broke. They would love to do another season of Andor, or you know, a sequel season to Andor. They would love it. They can't afford it. They can't afford it. They pissed away all this money on shit that nobody wants to see, like Ironheart. Fuck you. Oh, nobody wants to see it. Doctor Who, queer Doctor Who. No one's interested in queer Doctor Who. Right? I don't know. It's like, I don't know how you picture this. Yes, it'll be absolutely traditional Doctor Who, but this time he'll be played by a black person. Like, well, okay, no problem. And he's going to like to suck cock. Wait, what's that, Russell? Yeah, he's going to love sucking dick. What? Doctor Who will love to suck cock. We've never done that before. Well, maybe for a good reason, do you think? Could be. I don't know. The Medic is really committed to the Doctor Who and continuing to look at ways to bring the show to the fans. Again, get Dinopath to animate Dalek Empire. You will actually have a surprise hit on your hands. Especially if you just put out on iPlayer or something, or put out on your socials, right? I think you would do very well with that. I really do. It's a well-written drama. That's why. I think it'd be great. And then you can have whoever played the animated model, you can make him look like Gareth Thomas and was it Sarah Mowat, right? I really think it's the way you want to go. And you got like a bunch of sequels ready. And there's about, again, then you can do Jago and Lightfoot, then you can do the Cyberman one. You've got 2 seasons of that. I mean, how much stuff do they have? Okay, what could be adapted? Like, honestly. So I'm going to say there's no countermeasures, maybe, right? Cyberman, Dalek Empire, not Doomsday. Gallifrey goes on forever, no. I Davros, no, it's not commercial enough. Even though it's pretty good, maybe you could do I Davros, but I don't think it's commercial enough. Jago and Lightfoot, yeah, I think a few seasons of that would work. Missing stuff would actually really work. Paternoster Gang will probably work, even though it's not really to my taste. Planet Crenide, River Song, I doubt it. The Robots, Rose Tyler, Sarah Jane Smith, Susan's War, I like that, but it wouldn't really work. I guess the War Doctor stuff would work as well. I mean, like, this is where Big Finish, BBC wants to be making new content from this. A War Master. No, War Master wouldn't work. Right, but this is where they want to be making new content for. Anyway. So, Vassal, the strength of the show's brand and its history is a major plus for fans. Fans love the Doctor Who brand. Yeah, but we don't love it so much that we'll accept any shit as long as you put, there is a section of fans that will do that with a Doctor Who logo on it, right? It's been that way since before I was in short trousers. As for Disney, he knows that the mouse has been a key partner in shows like Doctor Who, Bluey, Dancing with the Stars, and the others, as well as a decade's worth of natural history. Between the two, they're a crucial partner. We share the same values. Yes, we're both perverts. We're both pedo perverts that love queerness. Oh, we do. Yes, we both love raping children, quite unashamedly. Well, maybe we want to keep that show. No. Let's make a show about Jimmy Savile, right? We can glop off to that. They're all turned on by that because you're weirdos. Anyway, same patterns. I'm really proud that that relationship has worked in the past tense. I see there. Here's the complete response to the. We're really committed to Doctor Who. We really want to carry on ways of looking for fans to interact with this brand. Yeah, we got to work out ways to milk it. Tom, get in contact with me. I will give you dirt cheap ways to keep the brand relevant, right? I really will. And first thing I would do, I would do an animated show based around Eighth Doctrine and Lucy Miller. Hang on. And we'll do... hang on. We'll do oldest first. No, it starts from over here. Yeah, this first season. Anyway, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 parts, right? 8 half-hour episodes. Totally animate them, put them on your social media. That would make the show irrelevant. Right? You really would, right? And again, you could do this for cheap as chips. It's beyond me how stupid you people are sometimes, right? It's really genuinely beyond me. I love the work that Dino Puff does. Let's see if I can find if he's got I think you're on this channel. Hang on. Is it Dino Puff? I know that this here, I'll find that Dino Puff Celestial Toy Maker. That should bring him up. There you go, doink. Yeah, the Celestial Toy Maker he did was the best version of that I've seen. There's nothing new there. But it's just really good. Yeah, meeting at the Common. I guess I'll put on a moment of and again, like, it can't be that good because he did an incredible animation of the Celestial Toy Maker episode 1 on spec on his own. So like he can't need that much money to do this. Yeah, this is the novel of the Daleks, so the alternate opening.
I stopped the car at last and let the fog close in around me. I knew I was somewhere on Barnes Common, and I had a suspicious idea it was the most deserted part as well.
Help! I'm Barbara. Barbara Wright. Susan was in the road.
Does he rotoscope this? I have no idea how he does it, but he does a damn good job.
Oh my goodness.
See, it's not just the technical skill he's got, which is really good, right? He's got a great director's eye. I like to see his vision. He's really, really good.
I say, you there! Are you trying to get us all killed? There's petrol everywhere!
What are you doing here?
Yeah, so get him to animate that. And honestly, you'll make Doctor Who relevant overnight. And honestly, I would put I would put the first episode. I'll put the whole thing out for free, right? But I would put it on YouTube and TikTok as well. And you know what? You would sell merch at that point because you'll get people involved in the series, right? You would totally sell merch. When they're doing it, so they're not making any more Doctor Who, right? We look after the brand badly, whether it's at Comic-Con merchandising or at the distribution deal we've done. The BBC and Disney haven't made the decision yet. When they do, they'll announce it. There's no point speculating on it. No, they made the decision. We know the decision. Doctor Who is a much loved brand by everybody in BBC Studios, and we love being part of that sort. You like it being successful. Yeah, that's what you like. Anyway, there's Danny Dyer angles for Doctor Who lead. I'll be Alpha working cast and a bit mental. I mean, honestly, it depends on who's writing this. It could be really interesting. Like, I always kind of like the idea of Joseph Gilgun as a Doctor, just because he's such a good actor. Without saying Billy Piper's role in Doctor Who, there is no role in Doctor Who. Danny Dyer's thrown his hat into the ring for the second time. The former EastEnders star said he will bring something entirely different to the show if given a chance. It's such an iconic thing to do. It's almost as on the same level like James Bond It actually is, Dyer said. It's a character that's loved by so many. Again, it gives you opportunity with Doctor Who because the nature of the work, it brings something left field, something a bit mental, a bit stylized, which I love. I love the idea of it. It's really who's the creative director behind it. Like who would you that I wouldn't go for J. Michael Straczynski running that, right? Because it's a very London Doctor. I don't know. It's who would you have? I always like Toby Whithouse, right? But here's the thing: I try and think, well, what's good on TV? And I go, nothing. Genuinely nothing. Known for his no-nonsense, straight-talking persona, Dyer believes he could offer a version of Doctor unlike anything we've seen. Will be incredibly working-class Doctor Who. Yeah, maybe a bit out for what I do, really. You've hired me for a reason. I don't think you want me to come and play the Doctor, really posh. I kind of agree with him. I don't think I had a working-class Doctor Who. Well, Jodie Whittaker, she bought a bit of that. Well, Exxon were like, yeah, he was totally working-class. But, I'm not supposed to, I'm not going to knock Danny Dyer for not knowing Doctor Who lore, okay? I'll be honest, no one's approached me about it. Well, what a shock. Really? Who saw that coming? But I see things now and again. My odds have been slashed to this. That and the other is definitely something I would consider. Well, good for you. I'm glad you'll consider it. Billy Piper says making 2005 Doctor Who now will be disingenuous. Actually, I think it'll be a breath of fresh air, frankly. Right? And that's the feeling I got with your the trailer for your upcoming Eccleston one. Right? Piper Smoke to this month's Doctor Who magazine. Oh, we're going to cover this. Right? So here. Where is that? Oh, this is something I really want to cover. Them trying to spin the ratings as not being awful. It was an absolute disaster, right? Yeah, look, I'm glad they tried to create their own identity. I tell you, this always I'm stuck, right? I really like Luke on the Hooligans guy who's on Dan's channel. I like that he has a different perspective to me, right? And he thinks differently from me, and so he brings a difference. He makes me think in different ways. But the last night show, he said he liked the what was the name of this piece of shit episode? Oh, I can't even remember. Lucky Day, right? And this episode was just shit. Oh, and I like some of the stuff Pete McTeague's done. I like the trailers he's done for Doctor Who. I didn't like Lesbians of the Deep. That was kind of stupid. But I like the re-edits he's done. I thought they've been, generally speaking, excellent. But this was shit. It was so many plot holes. And again, there's so many plot holes that it can't hold together. Anyway, so yeah, I like Luke. What you're saying about, I don't get it. I don't, and I'm not saying he's wrong for liking it, because I think that's a dickish thing to do. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Stephen Dale, 60 years of Stephen Dale, really? It just seems a bit like, let's fill up some space. But yeah, this is an article I want to cover as well. It was Billy Piper and Chris. I assume they're talking to Richard Atkinson. I would have thought it'd be what's his name? Benjamin Cook, isn't it normally? Anyway, so she's saying 20th anniversary of Doctor Who, the early years of the show's revival still holds a place in many fans' hearts. Yeah, again, especially that first year, the Eccleston year, when they clearly didn't know what they were doing, or the how they were restrained, right? Or they hadn't worked out what they're doing. Under decent management, I would still like to see Tom Ellis or Chris Mark. Yeah, decent management. That's really the bottom line. Howard Bible said playing companion Rose Tyler in the early years, and she recently returned with a surprise twist, has warned that replicating the era isn't something the series should be aiming for. In fact, says it would be disingenuous to make the same show they did. It will be way better, right? It will be way better. It was more innocent and fun. If we just made Doctor Who that we made 20 years ago now, it would feel slightly disingenuous because things are so different now. even 20 years ago. You know, again, you should reject the differences. The differences has not made life better for anyone, right? And the differences are basically all insane. They are based on that women and trans people are oppressed, and they're not, right? And people in wheelchairs, apparently, they're oppressed too. Like, is anybody not oppressed, Russell? No, Jews aren't oppressed. Okay, fine. Okay, thanks, Russell. Right? In fact, Jews are scum. Jews should be more oppressed. Really, Russell? Yes. Oh, that's lovely. If we just made it feel slightly disingenuous because things were different then, and what we experienced and what we've been exposed to since. God, we were so much more positive then. Yeah, that's why it's a good thing. People have been profoundly affected by the material they see in social media, and it's been so normalized that everyone is a lot more heavy-hearted. It's because everything is about you fuckwits in the entertainment industry screaming at us, all right, for not adopting your bonkers batshit ideas, right? If you hadn't done that, everything would be fine. And also, it's like the hemorrhaging of talent and ability, especially for writers. Oh my God. Social media, it's been. It's not to say we don't have a capacity for joy, because I think we absolutely do. But to ignore where we are right now is a completely different experience. Well, again, where are we? Are we overrun with a foreign invasion of people who do not share British values, who do not share the British values of respecting women and children, right? Are you overwashed with people from cultures that are 3 to 4 times more likely to be convicted of a sexual offense, right? Yeah, you are. Yeah, that was based on, you know, all you lovies stupid politics, right? And I'm sorry you're miserable in the world that you fucking made. They're like, we can't do a show that's joyous now because everyone's so miserable in the world we made by making everybody miserable, right? Fuck you. We're all quite happy. But I was specifically speaking about Return of Long-Term Chris Eccles in the new audio drama Snail, suggesting it would be different to their original series. Well, that's a mistake. So speaking, please don't be. Oh, don't deal with social issues, you dumb cunts. Really? Go the trailer. The trailer sounded good. Oh man! If they were a Chinese restaurant, there'll be some dumb cunt. That will be the name of. I'm sure I have the trailer. So I got so much shit here. Let me start clearing out. Doink. Sorry, I'm just like wildly erasing things so I can find something on my hard drive. I'm sure I have it there. No, Tron Errors. No, that's not the trailer. Oh man. Oh, that trailer was pretty darn good. Oh, is it? No, that's not it. Man, how do I have so much shit I haven't cleaned up? Shooty Gatwa, Invasion of Dinosaurs. Man, I can't believe how much bookish trailer. I have everything apart from what I'm looking for. That one can go. That one can go. Holy crap. Let me remove them, see if I can find the... No, I still can't find it. I'll look it up. I'll go to the Big Finish on the Twits. Big Finish Insider. And again, this should be front and center of the... that should be like one of your pinned posts. But of course it's not. So now I'm scrolling through. Oh, here it goes. Trying to find the trailer for it. And it did. To me, it sounded like a very good recreation of the, that kind of joyous era. Oh, don't bog it down with like current day bullshit. What was it? Doink. Okay, we go. Video file.
Oh my goodness! nice.
Hello, Mrs. Tyler.
Rose! It's little...
Again, having Jackie Tyler is a great idea, right? It's a really good, because it makes it fun.
Kevin from 43.
Hey, Kev. Been a while. What's wrong?
There's something seriously weird in my dad's old flat.
How weird are we talking?
Oh, of course your ears pricked up at that.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Ninth Doctor Adventures.
Well, if this is woke, there is no indication in the trailer it's woke. And if it is woke, I'm going to be really pissed off with them. Right?
Snare.
So what is it?
No idea. It's not normal, though.
Neon jungle in a bathroom? Yeah, I could have told you that.
I really don't like this place, Marlene. Few more shots and I'll call Kevin. I promise you, this is all completely fine.
So there's an extra door?
A copy of a door, a mockery of a door. See how it's blurred around the edges?
See, that sounds so nice. I mean, he's obviously Christopher Eccleston saying it, but it's that line really works for Christopher Eccleston.
Set my teeth on edge. I don't like this.
Neither do I, but you still want to see inside, don't you?
What is it?
I'm ignoring the tentacles and focusing on the fact it's gardening. That's nice. We would.
But did it just speak?
Is my mum going to be safe?
My guess it's some kind of plant life form that comes to life, right?
This is why I don't like families involved.
Doctor, and the rose that grows. Okay, you're crowding me now.
Oh, no.
Mum's going to be mad it's ruined her film night.
I keep telling her that I don't want to watch Titanic. I was there. It was traumatic.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
Okay, there's not a hint of woke on there. If this is woke, now, season within the reality war in which shooting out were regenerated. Thirdly, the greatest didn't induce us. Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, we really genuinely don't care. Okay, so I hope I'm misreading that, right? I do hope I'm misreading that. What's this? Billy Byer reveals major change for Doctor Who 2 decades after it. What's the major change? Well, reveal, blah, 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 blah. 42-year-old, she looks good. Oh, no, she was much younger. She looks very good for 42, I have to say. What was it? What's it? Show the shock exit. If she is, she's okay. They're asking, is she the Doctor? Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, really? It's exactly the same bloody story. That's just annoying. Doctor Who legend furious at BBC missing episodes, doesn't think they'll be found. The closest thing I feel is anger. Look, I have to tell you, Ian Levine's doing a great job, and he's inspiring a great job. Here, look, this is not by Ian Levine. This is by somebody who was inspired by him, and I think it was really quite nice. Where is it? I literally just saw this. Unless I deleted it by mistake. Did I delete it by mistake? That would have been really dumb. Oh, where is it? Where is it? No, not there, not there, not there. Invaders. Have a look at my trash. Which is not opening. Come on, open. Open trash. It's thinking about it. Where is it? Where did it go? Right, I'll just download it again. So annoying. Hang on. That's definitely in my history. Where is it? I'll just do Doctor Who. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing. Oh, boomering it. Search watch history with Doctor Who. There you go. Oh, here we go. Download. There you go. Video file. Already, it's way better than the BBC animated version.
Finding what? Don't pretend. They're here, somewhere on these mountains. What are?
But the trouble is, they're all close up with faces, right? I want to see people moving more naturally. That's what VO3 does, I think.
You know, the Yeti, the abominable snowmen.
And I'm sorry, there must be a way using VO3, Google VO3, to bring these back to life.
Well, he couldn't have known we were coming.
It's a robot, Jamie. It merely follows instructions.
Who's giving them?
That we shall have to find out, won't we?
Were the others with you?
Yes. As we came out.
Still trapped in the glacier?
No, I think they're doing excellent work. I really do. But again, I don't think it's long till till we have like photorealistic recreations, right? There we are. Peter Purvis, Doctor Who star, who played the first Doctor Man, Stephen Taylor. He's a man of the moment right now, apparently. Has spoken out about the show's missing episodes, many of which he featured in. A total of 97 episodes from the first 6 years were lost. In the 60s and 70s, posting 46 episodes, 30 of which are still missing. Speaking in this month's Doctor Who magazine, I was asked whether he held out any hope, and he gave up long ago. I think you're probably right. Close thing I feel was anger. I feel the BBC was so prolific and unthinking. Well, you know, honestly, I'm not mad at somebody for being, I don't know, close-minded and stupid, right? But you got to expect them to be close-minded and stupid. People are, generally speaking, close-minded and stupid. Dahlia. It's a great thing the massacre has gone. Well, that I think is excellent. They didn't even archive telesync copies. Yeah, look, it was a mistake. They made a mistake, right? I think it's fair to say they absolutely made a mistake. That is true. But again, you know, at the time, nobody imagined the home video market, right? Like, nobody even conceived of it, right? It's like trying to imagine social media before it happened. I like to say the Mythmakers again. I think fans wanted the Dalek Master Man. Me too. Not a chance. I doubt he'll ever turn up. It was the things I love about cinema. I love silent movies, the good ones, Lauren Hardy. This is about this Feast of Stephen episode. Anyway. Well, I mean, I think it's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I doubt that... I doubt they will show up, quite frankly. Right? Peter Purvis regrets working on the show as it ruined his dream career. Yeah, I mean, like, he couldn't get a job afterwards, didn't he? Was he working? So does he regret working on Doctor Who or regret working on Blue Peter? Was it? The veteran TV star said he regret taking the job as a presenter on children's show. It effectively ended his career. Yeah, he couldn't get acting work after that. Revelation was shocked fans because for 11 years spanning the 60s and 70s, he was one of the most famous faces on telly with John Noakes, Valerie Singer, and Leslie Judd. Many regard it as a golden era. Yeah, it was. He was great. John and Purvis, John Bluebeard in 67. He'd after being given the shot from Doctor Who, which I think was a mistake. He played the companion Stephen Taylor for 2 years alongside William Hartnell. Prior to that, it was in Z-Cars, St. Dixon, Doc Green. Yeah, but they're back again. But he going to get another job. Out of work a year after Doctor Who was offered the post in Bluebeard. He took it. However, he regrets that decision had he not gone down that path because he always wanted to become a successful actor. He blames his career on taking a different direction. Look, honestly, you could have kept doing low budget theater stuff at the same time and kept your acting career up. I mean, yeah, look, I understand. When you're relaxed and you're financially, you don't have to do something, you're not going to, you don't have that same impetus. After he left Blue Peter in 78, he went on to host TV show Stopwatch and Kickstart, then about Crufts. That's basically where he was till they fired him a few years ago. Well, these jobs took him away from acting. His acting, he tells Doctor Who magazine about his day. I've been lucky. I've had a full life. Yes, you have. I'm glad he recognised that. He married playwright Gilly Fraser, and they had a son, Matthew, and daughter Lisa. That's really bizarre. Fuck me. Because my sister's name is Lisa, and my English name is Matthew. A couple of divorces in 1982, and he now lives in Suffolk with his second wife, Catherine Evans. In 2008, Blue Peter co-host Valerie Singleton revealed Valerie thinks he enjoyed a brief fling with him when it was between marriages. Well, look, they were a good. It was a good-looking lad. It was good. I was like, oh, that's Leslie Judd. It's not Valerie. Did we have a picture of Valerie Singleton? Is that Valerie Singleton? Could be. I don't know. Listen, I've never really eroticized Valerie Singleton before. It's leaving me a bit confused. I think he was in charge of the program's dog, Petra. He went on to present Kickstart, Stopwatch, and the Craft Show, which he had associated with 40 years. He says the decision to axe him in 2020 because of it felt like a kick in the stomach. I bet it was. Ageist little scum. Look, if BBC can be scum, they'll be scum. All right? They just are. Oh, God, they're so vile. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.